Right, so I kind of have to cheat a little bit. I hope you guys don't mind. When I film this video, it's before my wedding, but when I upload it, it's going to be after my wedding, because I realised that obviously I'm getting married on Wednesday, so Wednesday the 19th, and then I upload on Friday. In between obviously getting married and upload day, I don't have enough time to actually film a video, edit it and upload it. So I hope you guys don't mind that technically I'm not married yet, so even though this wedding video I'd actually planned to do after the wedding, I'm not technically married. I don't want to lie to you guys and be like, yeah, I'm married, when I'm not. So I'm having to film this video before the wedding, but it's getting uploaded after the wedding. Hello everyone and welcome to the Disney Shrine. So if you're new here, then twice a week I do videos. So on Tuesdays I do a haul of some type. So if you watched my last video, it's actually a Primark one, where obviously when me and Ruben went to London for his birthday, we bought a few things in Primark, so that was my last video. And then this one is something to do with the shrine, so these are Friday's videos. Now obviously if you've been watching my videos recently, you know I've kind of had a bit of a theme, obviously getting married. So the last few that I did on a couple Fridays ago were couple related, whereas this one, because this is going up after the wedding, is wedding related. I'm also doing a giveaway, so let's stay to the end of the video and all the details will be there for you. So I'd actually been thinking of what to do for this video, because obviously I wanted to do something to do with like weddings and couples and things like that. So like I said, the last couple of videos I did, it was a two-parter, was obviously picking things from the shrine, and then obviously, you know, anything that was like couples, things that I've got like two of the same of, so one obviously the prince and one with the princess. So this one I decided to do actual wedding ones, because I realised I had enough to do, which obviously, you know, I wanted to keep in the things. So I was thinking I don't really have that many wedding things in my shrine. Also I got couples things, but not that many wedding ones. So technically these are all the same thing, it's just obviously different characters. Right, so the first one I'm going to start off with is this one here. So the story of these is me and Ruben were actually going shopping one day, went to a charity shop. I always look at toys in charity shops, because you find the most unusual kind of like Disney things in charity shops. So for me personally, I found this one. Now the one thing I really liked about this is the fact that it's in another language, though I can't read it, but at the same time, if you know me, I love things in the shrine that are unique. So they do English versions of these, but the fact that I actually saw this one in another language, I was like, I get it. So this one is the Ariel and Eric one. Like I said, these are stories based on their wedding. The good thing about these is that the books themselves are like hard, so it makes them a bit more sturdy, that kind of thing, so they don't really get damaged as much. So obviously you've got pictures here, so I can only go by the pictures. I can't read it, I don't even know what language it's in, so I couldn't even go by that. But yeah, so it's just basically starting off, obviously Ariel getting ready, you know, so she's with Sebastian and Flounder, you know, and obviously she's what I can tell by the pictures, obviously in this one it looks like she's sad because obviously her dad's not going to be there, because obviously she's human. And then you actually show at the end of Ariel obviously walking down the aisle to meet Eric, so obviously got all their friends and things like that there. You got little Scuttle and Flounder at the top there as well, and then you got the kiss with Sebastian there. And then they have a bit of a party as well at the end. So you've got the cake with obviously with the humans, and it also shows there that they've got a bit of a cake there, and you can sort of see her dad and her sisters up there. So this is basically just Ariel being a little bit upset at the fact that obviously she can't obviously have her dad with her and her sisters with her, because obviously they're in the water and she's on land. So it's basically, you know, them helping her get ready, and then at the end, you know, once she's married, they're all there to be able to enjoy it. So it's kind of like what you see in the film, obviously at the end of the Little Mermaid. Spoiler if you've not seen it, why have you not seen it? Obviously it's, you know, we see them get married, but this is kind of the before bit, so it's quite nice. And then the last one is obviously with like music playing, things like that, everyone dancing, and just, you know, Ariel and Eric really happy. Now with these ones, they do show on the back the other ones that you can get. I don't have all of these, so the ones I'm going to show you next, so this is the one that I originally got, and then once I knew these existed, Ruben actually went and got the other one, so I'll tell you the story of that in a minute. So this one I got from a charity shop. I got this one for 50p. But yeah, so once I got this one, Ruben knows I love unusual things, and he loves buying me unusual things. So once he knew those existed, because like I said, it just showed on the bag all the other ones that you can get, for a Christmas present, he then tried to get me the other ones. Now, I had a bit of a palaver because obviously with this being a different language, he didn't know what he was searching. Obviously, if you just type in Disney books, it comes up with so many. Even if you type in wedding books, it still comes up with quite a few different ones. So at the time, he was like struggling to actually find this version on the basis that he could just find the English version. As much as obviously I would have liked the English version, but he knows I would have appreciated this version more just because it was more unusual. So basically what he did, he actually typed the barcode in onto, obviously went to a website, typed the barcode in to then find out obviously what it was actually called. And then I don't know how long obviously he was spending trying to find them, but he did eventually get the other ones. But I feel like, you know, he knows I appreciate them just because obviously he spent so long trying to get them that I'm just like, these are one of the best presents I've ever got for the shrine. So the next ones, like I said, all of these ones Ruben actually got me. So the next one I'm going to show you is the Cinderella one. Like I said, I don't know how much these cost. I don't know how much he got these for because, like I said, I'm not sure if he actually got these from the country they came from. So I couldn't say that. But just know they do exist somewhere. So if I can try and find them, I will try and find them down below. But at the same time, I might only be able to find the English version. So if you want these, you might have to hunt for them. So this starts off more or less, obviously, with Cinderella receiving the slipper. So obviously, you know, trying the slipper on, it fits, and then you go into the story of obviously the prince actually proposing to Cinderella. If you've seen, I think it's Cinderella Twist in Time, where it's like an alternative version of Cinderella where Anastasia becomes Cinderella. Long story short, you know, but there is a part in it where the king is actually talking to Cinderella about his wife and how much he loved her and just things like that. So obviously this is his wife here in the picture, and then obviously you've got Cinderella being shown in the castle and obviously being spoken to about the previous queen. So they're trying to, you know, like put like a necklace on her, put jewelry on her and things like that, trying to get her ready. So then she obviously, you know, is going through all these wedding stuff, falls asleep, she has a dream about her mum. So, and she remembers her mum having this necklace, and obviously the necklace is quite important to her. Her mum obviously had this really nice dress as well, so she actually goes to the seamstress, I guess. She actually goes obviously to, you know, showing the photo and saying, okay, this is what my mum wore. Obviously my mum can't be with me on the wedding day, so it'd be nice obviously if I wear something, you know, similar to what she wore. And then obviously she goes to the jewelers and obviously talks about the necklace as well. So basically how she gets her wedding dress is obviously this is a dress similar to what her mum wore, and then the necklace she wears obviously, you know, she's got the pearls, but the actual charm on it is actually one that she got as a child. The last page is them getting married. So it's just a nice story to know how obviously she got the dress and obviously, you know, how she incorporated it to obviously remember her mum and things like that. So I think that's a nice story. So this one is the Sleeping Beauty one. So this is Aurora with Prince Philip. This one was a little bit harder to obviously understand with the pictures, so I'm going to try my best to obviously know how the story goes, but the pictures aren't that clear. You know, in my mind, so I'll try my best. But this one is obviously, it starts off with Philip proposing to Aurora, and then obviously this scene is where they're telling the kingdom that obviously they're getting married. Obviously them getting ready, they've got like a feast, they're getting changed, and they got all these different outfits and stuff. So obviously she's gonna be given loads of different clothes to choose from. Obviously it's got the 3 good fairies in there. Obviously she's been reminiscent of the fact that obviously she was Briar Rose before she was Aurora, you know, and obviously meeting the prince in the woods. Obviously that was how they met. Oh, missing a page. So this is where I get a bit confused as to what the story is. So you've got obviously the 3 good fairies there, obviously consulting, they're talking about something. I'm not really sure what they're talking about because, like I said, I can't read it, so I don't know. So I'm just having to go by the picture, so I'm not really 100% sure what's going on. And then obviously you've got Aurora there looking at her mum on her wedding day, obviously, you know, what she wore and things like that. Yeah, again, don't really know what's going on here. She's obviously talking to her mum, she seems happy, but I don't know whether something went wrong beforehand for the 3 good fairies obviously to be talking about, you know, trying to do something. And then obviously she's there with her mum there, just kind of, you know, happy about something, and then the wedding. So like I said, the pictures don't really tell me what the story is. and then at the end obviously they're just dancing. So this one was a little bit more difficult to know. The pictures are really nice. That's one thing I like about these, is I do actually really like the pictures on these, but like I said, it was a bit difficult for me to understand that by the pictures. So the next one I've got is actually the Tangled one. So this is obviously Rapunzel and Flynn Rider, or Eugene, depends on which way you want to do it. So obviously they've got the Ever After feature, which obviously is them getting married. So yet again, this is the before bit. So you've got this bit here, obviously she's got her brown hair, so this is obviously after she meets Eugene, and obviously when they get together. So it's just them obviously playing around outside. Then obviously you've got, you know, them recreating things how they met. So for example, you've got up here with her and her brown hair, but then you've got the reflection of her obviously in her like long blonde hair with obviously the lanterns. It's kind of they're reminiscing of how they met, how obviously they fell in love, things like that. So obviously you've got a picture up there of her with the cake and obviously decorating it and things like that. So it's quite nice where she's getting all of her friends who helped her and Eugene. She's actually getting them all to kind of help him with the wedding, which I think is quite nice. Obviously you've got Rapunzel here designing her dress, obviously going through a few different outfits and styles and things with everybody else's help, and then with her mum at the bottom. So you've got like the homage to the Ever After one, where Maximus and Pascal lose the rings, so you kind of got a little bit of a homage to that bit. And then you got her with her dad there, so obviously she's walking up the aisle, and then she's you know, with Eugene at the end. So obviously this is what you see in the film. And then obviously you've got all the cake and decorations there to obviously show her friends helping. And then at the end it's just like a really nice scene, obviously just married, all the friends and people that helped out at the bottom there. Yeah, and I just thought that was really nice. That one was a lot easier to read, but the good thing is with that one obviously having the Ever After to go with it, it kind of helped to have that one make sense. Right, so the last one I thought I'd talk about had to be Beauty and the Beast. If you didn't know, mine and Ruben's wedding is Beauty and the Beast inspired. So the actual colour scheme is royal blue and like yellowy gold. So for example, my dress is yellow, Ruben's suit is royal blue, and all of the decorations are those kind of colours, with a few obviously other things in there, like a few red roses, that kind of thing. So I thought the best one to end on would be the Beauty and the Beast one. So this one here. So like I said, this one was obviously my favourite. I love Beauty and the Beast. You know, it is my favourite if you didn't know. Obviously Lion King's my favourite film, but it's just Belle is my favourite princess. So this one's really nice, where obviously it starts off with Mrs. Potts helping her with her dress, and then it goes on to her reminiscing about obviously how her and the Beast met. So obviously met, if you don't know the story by now, literally where you at, go just stop these, go watch literally every single Disney film and then come back. So obviously reminiscing about how they met and things like that. And then you got Adam as well, Cogsworth and Lumiere as well, so he's obviously getting ready, so he's reminiscing about obviously when they obviously had their dancing, but where Belle saved him, you know. So he then goes into town, gets some red roses as well, and then obviously walking down the staircase, so you got Maurice there walking Belle down the aisle towards Prince Adam. And then what I really like about this one is that you actually got them doing a read to each other. So the fact that obviously they bonded over reading. So I think that was really nice. That part of their wedding was obviously, you know, them doing a reading, or you know, maybe a paragraph from their favourite book, that kind of thing. So I thought that was quite nice. Just at the end, them kissing, and then everybody that they knew in the background as well. So yeah. So for me personally, I do really like these. I swear I know I have, I don't know where it is, I do have a Snow White one. Can I find it? No. I know I've got it because I have shown it in other videos before. I can't find it. Don't look down there, guys, just because it is really messy down there, but I know it's down there somewhere, or it's somewhere in this room, and I just can't find it. I have no idea where it's gone. But if you know, Snow White's not really my favourite princess. Obviously when we go to Disney, I do want to do like a meet and greet with her, things like that, but at the same time, story wise, she's not really my favourite princess. So I'm not that mad that I've kind of mislaid it, but at the same time I'm kind of upset because obviously Ruben got it for me, that I'm like, where is it? But I think once we get rid of all of our wedding stuff, so if you see my vlogs, you would know all the wedding stuff is literally in this area here. When you walk into this room, that's where obviously all of our decorations are. So I'm just a bit like, maybe I've accidentally put it somewhere, or it's just fallen down, or so once we get rid of all the decorations, you know, maybe then then I might find it. But yeah, so that was the conclusion of the princess wedding theme. Like I said, to go on with what's going on in my life, because like I said, when you guys watch this video, I will be married. It's just obviously filming this, I am not. It's only a few days away from the wedding, but like I said, I've got more time before the wedding, you know, to film, edit, and then obviously upload than I do after the wedding, because I've literally got like a day. But the day I've got is the Thursday, which is the day after. We've obviously taken down decorations, we'll still be a family. I don't really want to get back and then have to film, so that's why I thought if you guys didn't mind, you know, it's still keeping with the theme, it's still wedding theme, it's just I'm not officially married. So the next videos that I do, I will be married, and I'm actually going to be doing going away kind of one. So because obviously I'm going to Disneyland, so I actually have it in my notes. So my next one, so these are ones that I will definitely be married. So my next one would actually be my Cath Kids and Disney bags, because I'm actually taking some Disney ones with me, obviously carry around with me, put drinks in, food in, that kind of thing. So I'll be showing you all my Cath Kids and ones, because I've got all different sizes and things like that. So I thought that would be a good one if you were traveling. Obviously, you know, they're always nice to have. And then the one before we actually go away are holiday items. So I do actually have some stuff that are Disney related that I will actually be taking on holiday, or you can just use in general on holiday. It doesn't have to be like a long holiday, but just in general, like the pillow things that you put around. I've got like things like that I thought would be good. So if you are going on holiday but you want to kind of make it a bit more Disney, then I thought doing obviously a Cath Kids and bag one, which obviously you can put like things in if you're just like a day travel, that kind of thing, or if you're just going to like Paris, like Disneyland Paris, it's just nice to have like a little rucksack on, that kind of thing. And like I said, the other one would actually be other items that you can use either on the plane or actually on holiday. Right, so time for the giveaway. So if you're new to my channel, then what the giveaway is any picture from my Facebook Fancy Arts page. It comes A4 canvas, and it's also free P&P as well for you. So all you have to do to enter is to like and subscribe to this YouTube channel, and then go to my Facebook page and like that, and then follow me on Instagram. So once you've done all that, if you'd like to put in the comment section that you've done that, so obviously I know to enter in the competition. So when I get to 500 subscribers, I'll pick 3 of you at random. I will be doing a winners video. Unfortunately, if I'm on my honeymoon when I get to 500 subscribers, I will have to do a video when I get back. So it depends on obviously when it is, so you just have to be patient, and I'll do it when I get back. Like I said, I need to get to 500 subscribers first, and then I can announce the winners. But yes, I hope you really like these videos. If you do, please give me a thumbs up so also I know that you like them. Because obviously I'm going to be away for 3 weeks on my honeymoon, I won't be doing anything to do with the shrine. So what I've done instead, which I have mentioned in previous videos, but just in case you're new, I'm going to vlog about it. So we're away for roughly about 21-22 days. So I'm going to try and film, edit and upload in one day for 21 days to almost make up for the fact that I can't do anything with the shrine for about 3 or 4 weeks. We're going to Disney, and we're also doing Harry Potter as well. So we're doing the two theme parks. So that's kind of split over 3 weeks. But yeah, so hopefully you enjoy those videos as well. And I'll see you next time. Later days. Her brother. And then the last page. Oh, if I can open it. No, what's wrong? Hands work. Right. Let's do this the right way. And then here you've got Rapunzel just obviously, shush! Be noisy outside. Why are you so noisy? So, and then obviously got Eugene, well, obviously, where, you know,